So this is a spina bifida patient that we saw, has zero motion at his ankles. He's in conventional type AFOs. And so if we're watching him walk with the AFOs, we can actually see when he takes a step out here, as he stabilizes, his knee goes back into extension, almost really hyperextension. And so on every step he does that, and then what he'll do is he throws his hip around to allow him to get through it. So you can kind of see the step, the knee goes back into extension, and then he throws his hip around to get through and continue to walk. And this is how he's walked for several years. Now, if we take a look, this is the first day in the exoskeleton, actually the XOS. And if we take a look now at what's happening is he's not only able to walk much faster, but watch how his knee doesn't go into hyperextension. It goes into stance flexion like we want, and it stays in stance flexion. And what's happening is because of the way that the strut is loading up, it helps propel him through. Not only does he take a much longer stride as he's walking, but he's able to stay in that stance flexion, and that knee doesn't go into extension. And so this is what's happening when he's compensating. Before, his knee would go into a hyperextension moment for stabilization, but because this strut is actually releasing that energy, he's able to stay on the balls of his feet and get that power through without his knee going into extension and hyperextension.
I'm squatting here, right? So go ahead.
So, yeah, he could never squat at all. Like once he get down, he'd just fall over, basically.
Okay.
Because he couldn't bend his ankles at all.
Right. So now?
So like,
That's great.
that was impossible.
Sit down.
So, and yeah, it was just practicing getting up and down, because getting up and down was it's like effortless now, right? It's like a whole new world.
Good.
See in slow motion how the strut is actually, and the toe keel is coming together when he bounces on it. So you can kind of see when he goes up into here and starts bouncing on it, you can see how this closes up, and then it opens back up as the energy is being returned. And then when he comes back down, you can see how this is narrowing between the foot plate and the shoe. Then it opens back up here. Now he can even repetitive jump. And this is, once again, he has zero motion in his ankle.